The purpose of this research is to discuss how intraspecific competition affects plant growth, specifically in cilantro. Competition happens underground, and the organisms with the most absorption tend to show it in the height of the plant and other measurable variables. It is survival of the fittest. The organism that is able to obtain the most nutrients is the one that will have a better chance to pass its genetic material on to the next generation. Generally, competition has a negative effect on organisms that compete with each other. For example, growth rates and reproduction of a branching coral were compared in the presence and in the absence of intraspecific competition. Field experiments demonstrate a significant decline in the growth rate of competing colonies compared to non-competing control colonies. The growth rate slowed in all of the interacting individuals, irrespective of their place in the hierarchy of the intraspecific dominance or of their color morph. To test this, we look at the effect of intraspecific competition on cilantro plants compared to cilantro grown alone. Our hypothesis is that cilantro plants plotted in close proximity to each other will grow differently than cilantro planted alone. Our prediction is that cilantro plants plotted in close proximity to each other will exhibit negative intraspecific competition. If cilantro seeds are planted alone, then the plants will be taller, greener, have more leaves, have wider leaves, and weigh more. If the cilantro seed is planted with another cilantro seed, then the plants will be shorter, less green, have less leaves, have narrow leaf width, and weigh less. The method that will be used to determine the intraspecific competitive behavior between cilantro plants is modified from that described by Connolly et al. And Freckleton et al. The study will be administered in a controlled greenhouse environment in McKinney Hall's garden at Bridgewater College. 40 trays of soil will be placed into the greenhouse. 20 of those trays will have 2 cilantro seeds planted 2 centimeters from the center on either side. In the center of the tray will be a wooden stake to indicate the watering location, which is 4 centimeters from all sides and 2 centimeters from the seed. The other 20 trays will contain a cilantro seed spaced 2 centimeters from the center. In the center of the tray, which is 4 centimeters from all sides, will be a wooden stake to indicate the watering location. This plot is used as a control for how the plant will grow without intraspecific competition. The plots will be watered every other day in the afternoon with 10 milliliters of water at the center stake of the plot. The control plots will receive the same water treatment as comparison. The plants will be measured and recorded daily to see their shoot growth and height. Leaf width and leaf number will also be measured. At the end of the 45 days, the plants will be removed from the soil and the final dry weight will be masked. This method of measurement is a modified procedure from Casper et al.
Figure 1 shows the average height of pear cilantro and cilantro grown by itself over the course of 8 days. Each plot shows a standard error of plus or minus 1 from the mean at the measured time. Both plots show a positive trend at about the same rate from November 9th to November 14th, while pear cilantro continues its positive trend. Cilantro grown by itself decreases in height. Figure 2 shows the average dry weight of pear cilantro and cilantro grown by itself. Each plot shows a standard error of plus or minus 1 from the mean. Pear cilantro shows a higher biomass of 0.0404 grams, while cilantro grown alone has a biomass of 0.0316 grams. We also found that the pear cilantro leaves grew to be wider than the cilantro leaves that grew alone. Our hypothesis that plants of the same species plotted in close proximity to each other exhibit negative intraspecific competition is rejected. In fact, the results show the opposite in cilantro. The pear cilantro exhibits a positive intraspecific competition relationship, which is seen in plant height and weight in comparison to cilantro grown by itself. Relative to other findings, specifically those in Casper et al. And Recknev et al., organisms do not exhibit positive intraspecific competition with organisms of the same species. In fact, organisms should exclude negative intraspecific competition by taking as much resources they need. This is done to help ensure that their genome is passed on to the next generation. However, since our results vary so much from the majority of studies, more trials with cilantro should be conducted in a better controlled environment to make sure that the proximity to other seeds is the only variable contributing to the difference in growth.